to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Louisiana Monroe's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Smashes ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden,
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. And the Bobcats will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. It's caught downfield. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Reddick. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas State.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Warhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Carney. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reddick. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. QB draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bobcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Ford. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Warhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Warhawks get enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This time, he doesn't get loose, and finally, the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Warhawks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
They pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Firing to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Warhawks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Texas State.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, you put a...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Warhawks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll go back to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you had this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Reddick. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Got it behind the line. It's Carney. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Texas State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Reddick.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense...
After the stumble.